What is going on, everybody? Back with some more profitable Prize Picks NFL play props to get you winning some money tonight in the NFL streets. Coming off another cash of the play of the day yesterday that I did tweet out once again on my X, guys. Make sure you follow me over on X if you haven't already. A lot of these concepts that I talk about profitable strategies, I've been leaking my play of the day a lot over there to help you get a really solid prop, premium content for free. Break down the process, tell you the data that's going behind it, right? I'm always including all of my resources, all of the data that's going in behind each and every single one of my plays, and this play absolutely crushed, as has the last three. I just started tweeting these out, talking about the data that's going on behind it. Opening night, the Thursday Night Football game, the Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley touchdowns cashed, Herbert cashed on the rushing yards, and then the one on NFL Sunday was the Cody Barton over 6.5 tackles and assists. That cashed. Using these same profitable strategies that I'm going to talk about in this content, this stuff really does work. If you're coming to this channel and you've just stumbled across this content, you are going to be ahead of 99% of people that try to win money on Prize Picks, because I'm going to teach you what actually works, what actually helps you profit. I have a 3-pick power entry that I did just share with my premium members that I'm going to be breaking down on the channel for free here. 3 picks, and then we do have technically 5 because there are some promos going on Prize Picks, so make sure you take advantage of these. So 5 plays. I know these ones, these ones don't really count as far as from an analytical aspect on my end, but they are deals and they do exist on the Prize Picks board, so I do want you guys to be aware of them. It's the Caleb Williams over 183.5 passing yards. It is a discount on Prize Picks. Take advantage, and it's the Travis Kelce over 0.5 receiving yards. That's a free square, obviously. Something would have to go terribly wrong for Travis Kelce to not catch one catch, not 1 yard. So use the promo code KJKDFS, my link down below, to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 on Prize Picks. And do take advantage of those discounts. Those go a long way. If you're someone that's just getting on the Prize Picks app, or you're someone that needs a 3rd pick, a 4th pick, a 5th pick in your entry that has a high likelihood of hitting, those are 2 discounts for you. Once again, this will be a 3-pick power. The top entry types are going to be the 1 through 3 here on this graphic. I would not play a 4-pick power, a 2-pick power, or a 3-pick flex on Prize Picks. They are the 3 worst entries. 3-pick power is what we have these locked into. Let's talk about it. We got 3 picks with my analysis here. 3 picks, once again, in the premium Discord, which I do want to mention, guys. After midnight tonight, this deal is over. If you have not signed up for my premium Discord, you are missing out. You get these profitable instant notifications, right? And you get 25% off right now through midnight. Once the clock hits midnight tonight, you are no longer going to get the deal on the 25% off. So take advantage of that. Let's talk about it. Let's go pick by pick here. So we'll start things off on the Minnesota Vikings side. I got 2 props that I like on the Vikings side and 1 on the Chicago Bears side. We will start with the Minnesota Vikings quarterback in J.J. McCarthy, the rookie, playing tonight. And I do have a prop that I like a lot here. Shout out to Outlier. 7 days completely free with the link down below, guys. They have multi-million-dollar sportsbook data. I got the Pro Outlier plan. That's going to help you find these profitable plays. This is the same exact tool that I used for that play of the day that I tweeted out once again that absolutely smashed. I think he had 9+ tackles if I can remember correctly. It doesn't matter. All we care about is that he got 7+ and he cashed the prop, right? Let's be honest. If you're tuning into this content, all you care about is that you win. I think he had 9+, though. He absolutely smashed. And it was the same exact process that I'm going to break down right here on the screen, bringing in multi-million-dollar sportsbook data, talking about the probabilities of these plays winning, right? So as you can see on the screen here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-million-dollar sportsbooks aggressively favoring the over 0.5 interceptions here for J.J. McCarthy tonight. So that will be the play, the over 0.5 interceptions. He's -133 on Pinnacle. He's -138 on FanDuel. He's -140 on Caesars, -147 on BetOnline. All of those different sports books together, including BetOnline, Caesars, DraftKings, FanDuel, Pinnacle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sports books pulled in to give us the price that you should be having to pay to take the over 0.5 interceptions for J.J. McCarthy, and it's -136. Keep in mind, we are playing a 3-pick power in my premium Discord, so we're getting an absolute steal on this prop because we're paying less of a price. If you have no idea what the heck these price tags mean, Pinnacle, for instance, is known as the smartest sportsbook in the world. They accept winning sports bettors, right? So there are a lot of people logging on to Pinnacle Sportsbook to place wagers, and they're taking the over and the under on certain props. And then when they take the over, the under, they're using all that data. They're adjusting the price tag for you to take the over and the under. They're saying -133. The easiest way to explain this from simple math aspect is you're going to have to risk $133 to win $100. I find that to win 100, the easiest to explain, right? You do the math. Minus 133, you're going to have to risk 133 to win 100. You're going to have to risk more to take the over than the under because they're saying it is a high probability that JJ McCarthy goes over the 0.5 interceptions here tonight. So they're going to bake in a price for that, right? You can see BetOnline has them all the way up to minus 147. You're going to have to risk $147 to win $100 to take the over, right? We don't care whether we're taking the over or the under on this channel. All we care about is we're taking the side of the prop that has the highest chance to win, which is the over, and we're getting a good price. So we're getting minus 122 once again in my premium Discord because we are playing in a 3-pick power. You can see the data that Outliers bringing in is the minus 119 price tag. Keep in mind, they're reflecting the best price you can get on Prizepicks, which is in a 5 or 6 pick flex entry. So if you play 5 or 6 pick flexes, those are also a fantastic entry type. It's just I promote a lot of 3-pick power entries in my Discord and on the channel because of the feedback I get from my members and the people that watch my content. You guys, you can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, is you like the plays, the entry types with the least amount of picks. You like to get all your picks right more often. The 3-pick power entry is the best possible entry you can take with the least amount of picks, right? So like people that don't know all this hidden math, this is really what's going on behind Prizepicks. This is how they're making money. People placing stuff on Prizepicks and not understanding they're getting ripped off on price. And that goes for everything. It's not just Prizepicks, it's DraftKings, it's FanDuel, it's all of these companies. It's people logging in, having no idea what they're doing, and getting ripped off. You could apply this to, shopping in a store. You can apply this to anything in life. When you get ripped off, you get ripped off. You don't want to get ripped off. That's what I teach on the channel, how to not get ripped off. And the thing about this activity that we're participating in is the more you get ripped off, the less likely it is you're actually going to win money long term. As a matter of fact, if you're constantly getting ripped off, it's impossible to make money long term. You're logging into Prizepicks every single day and you're getting ripped off every single day. So I'm teaching you how to not get ripped off. Once again, if this makes no sense and this is way too much for you, I'm trying to teach you. You can get 7 days completely free with the link down below with Outlier. I'm trying to break down with the actual data that I'm using. But if you're like, what is this guy talking about? That is why I provide my premium Discord. You'll get access to these plays as soon as I place them. So you can just take the same plays as me and you know they're highly profitable plays. Track how these plays go in this video today to make sure I'm not lying. Track how they go long term. Come back. Does this guy know what he's talking about? Are his plays winning? You're going to keep track anyways if you're watching this content. I'm not worried about that. If you put your money on the line and you follow me, I know you're paying attention. So a 3-pick power entry is what we're starting with. And we're taking the JJ McCarthy prop, and it's a phenomenal prop. Thanks to Outlier for bringing in all this data, helping us. Another tool that I'm using every single day is the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Same concept, guys. You can pick which tool you like the most. You can just look at the screen as I'm going along. Listen to how I'm using the tool. If you like a certain one, 25% off the Daily Grind Fantasy below. Same concept, the multi-million-dollar sportsbook data. They're going to tell you the exact odds you have to hit the prop. We have a 53.04% chance to hit the over. Once again, we have a 3.04% chance higher to win with taking the over than the under. All we care about is we're not getting ripped off on price, and we're taking the side that's more likely to win. We have a 3.04% chance higher to win if we take the over on his interceptions prop. So that's what we're taking. And last but certainly not least, OddsJam, phenomenal tool. Once again, why am I using this tool? Speaking out loud, this is the OddsJam Sportsbook screen. Once again, 35% off down below. And why I use this tool is because it's going to bring in every single possible sportsbook that has this prop listed. So we just brought in tools that are bringing in multiple sportsbook that are, giving you that data quick. Personally, I love the OddsJam Sportsbook screen because I have 292 sportsbooks selected. I can look at every single possible place that is listing this prop. And I can bring in all this data, we're talking about millions of dollars of data on my screen. Minus 130 on Circa, big sportsbook. They take a lot of action. They take millions and millions of dollars from big time sports bettors. Vegas is a thing. Pinnacle, same thing, minus 133, minus 133.9 average odds on the over. Once again, we're getting minus 122. And then there's a bunch of places listening to this at minus 150. Ballybet has that minus 150 on the over. They're not even allowing you to take the under. It's a one-way market. That's also a notable thing. It's like the fact that they're not even allowing you to take the under is also a little bit of it's like screaming at you that the over is highly likely to win. Minus 150 on Unibet, minus 133 over here on 888 Sport. Once again, there's a bunch of places. Casumo has them at minus 150. We're getting minus 122. It's an absolute steal to get this prop at that price on Prizepicks, okay? So I know that first pick was a little bit long-winded, but I do want to actually teach you what goes into the process here of these profitable plays. Once again, I've been trying to give out a ton of free value here to start the season. The over 0.5 interceptions for JJ McCarthy is going to be the play. We got no data on these last 5 charts, which these last 5 charts mean nothing to me anyways. But the beautiful thing is we have the data that we need to find the profitable play, and we're going to be taking the over. All right, guys. So that's play number 1. We got 2 more. Once again, same process that went into, my play of the day over on X. If you haven't followed me on X, that 3.02% edge, thanks to Outlier for helping us cash that play of the day on Sunday. Similar concept there with the JJ McCarthy prop. Next prop we're going to talk about his teammate in the backfield. It will be Mr. Aaron Jones, the running back. And we'll be bringing in the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, and we will be talking about Mr. Aaron Jones' over 2.5 receptions. We have a 3.49% edge on this prop. Phenomenal prop. He's minus 134 to go over on FanDuel. He is minus 140 on BetMGM, minus 130 on Caesars, minus 130 on Bovada, minus 145 on Flip, minus 143 on Hot Streak, minus 137 on Parlay Play. Those are 3 different DFS props apps that are charging a way higher price for you to take the over than the minus 122 that me and my premium members are getting. So we're getting an absolute steal on the prop. Same concept that I'm talking about. We have a 3.49% chance higher to win. We don't care whether we're taking an over or an under. We simply care about the fact that we are taking a prop that is more likely to win, and we're not getting ripped off on price. We're getting minus 122. All these different sportsbooks have a higher price. Daily Grind Fantasy is doing the math for us. We should be having to pay minus 134 according to these multiple data points, and we're getting minus 122. So we have a higher chance to win, and we're getting a good price. We're setting ourselves up for success to win money long term. We'll go ahead and bring him in to the OddsJam Sportsbook screen here once again. Like I say, what do I use this tool for? I use this tool to find every single possible data point for a prop that I'm looking at, right? If I want to get detail oriented, this is the tool that I pull up, and I want to see all the places that are listing this. Like I said, minus 134 on FanDuel, minus 130 on Caesars here. And just go along and see, is there any place that's aggressively favoring his over? Yes, Sleeper, another DFS player props app, has him all the way up at minus 159. If you're someone that's logging on to the Sleeper app, you're paying a way higher price. You're paying way more than if you take it in a 3-pick power on Prizepicks, minus 141 on 88 Sport over here. So there's a bunch of sports books that are listing them upwards of minus 135, minus 139, minus 138, minus 145, et cetera, et cetera. And then once again, if we just go to the end, it'll give us the average odds. We're looking at minus 132. Average odds on the over with all of these different sports books pulled in. Once again, so we should be having to pay 132 to take the over. We're paying 122. We're getting a deal. Okay. So that's a phenomenal prop. And then the last prop I was going to share with you guys here for free, actually going to be my play of the day, and it's Cole Kmet over 11.5 receiving yards. Now, in real time, as I'm recording this video, I am seeing that Cole Kmet is no longer listed at 11.5 on Prizepicks, which really sucks for the free content, but this is a perfect example. Good news is, in real time, I can show you the value we captured in the VIP. This is why you pay money for the Discord, right? This is a real-life example, real-time example of a prop that we got a crazy good deal on. We got him at 11.5. Once again, the premium is linked below if you are interested. Now, the only problem with this is I'm not going to be able to show you in real time the odds of this prop hitting in the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer because, once again, we did get it at 11.5, but what I can tell you is he was listed at 13.5 with minus 130 juice on the over. It looks like he's still listed at 11.5 on Underdog Fantasy, by the way. If you have Underdog Fantasy, you can get it. But you can see he's listed at 14.5, 14.5, 13.5, all these sports books, right? At the time of me locking this in and sending this into my members as the play of the day, he was listed at 13.5, an entire 2 yards higher and still favored on the over on Caesars, which was really popping to me, right? So the fact that we got him 11.5, he was an entire 2 yards higher, and he was still favored. Crazy good prop, and we do actually still have the live feed on OddsJam, once again, this sportsbook screen. So the beautiful part is I can bring this in right now and explain this to you guys. You can see right here, guys, he's up at 13.5, an entire 2 yards higher on Caesars, and he's still favored on the over. Minus 130 on the over. So not only are we getting a lower number, even if we were to be getting, up to 13.5 according to Caesars. We should be having to pay minus 130 on the over. And you can see in real time, Underdog Fantasy and Dabble looks like this is frozen on this sportsbook screen. What that means is they're going ahead and they're updating their app because they're saying, oh my goodness, that prop's way too low. We need to move him up, right? So he's minus 113 on the over at 14.5 on DraftKings, 13.5 on FanDuel, 112 on both sides. Just very clearly, this was a misprice by Prizepicks. Not only, once again, listing him, they were listing his yardage too low, and then you add in the fact that he's still favored on the over at 13.5. Crazy good prop you're getting. So it is a bit annoying when this happens, when I try to give you guys free value and they change the lines, but I just explained the process to you. So if you are someone that wants to, get OddsJam or get the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, like I say, I was looking at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and I saw the Caesars line an entire, couple yards up. But all this data together, guys, he's listed at 12.4 average odds with minus 117.7 on the over. So once again, that's an entire yard higher, still 117 on the over. Keep in mind, we're getting minus 122. So the difference in numbers does matter on top of the juice. Just a crazy good deal. And like I say, the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer would have calculated the exact odds that you had to hit on this prop. If I was able to bring in the live data with the 11.5 number, I wish I could, but I can't now. But the good news is you got a full breakdown. If you're someone that's using the tool, you would have saw it in real time. You would have saw you had a higher chance to hit, and you would have locked it in. So that's the third play. Unfortunately, it looks like they changed it, but the good news is you can still get the McCarthy INT. So that'll be one play. You can still get the Aaron Jones receptions. So that will be the second play here on the channel for free. And you do have these discounts, right? So take advantage of the Caleb Williams, the Travis Kelce discounts. You can't play two promos in the same play, so you'll just have to pick one. But this is what I'm talking about. So the fact that you're able to take advantage of some of those promos. This is the official play in my premium Discord, my VIP package. It is the over 2.5 receptions for Aaron Jones, the over 0.5 interceptions for JJ McCarthy, and the over 11.5 receiving yards for Cole Kmet. If you don't get them at the exact lines I got them at, you're not getting the same value we got, right? So if you're someone that's just saying like, oh, Kmet's his play of the day, just lock it in. I warned you. I warned you about the number that I got. It is a different play. Once again, they changed it. Unfortunately, that does happen when you get good plays. You can see I had him pulled in here on my Prizepicks screen, and they took him out of my ticket because he was listed at 11.5. Now he's up to 14.5. I wouldn't suggest playing it, but use the promo code KJKDFS to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 on Prizepicks, guys. Once again, this is the last day, midnight tonight. The 25% off my packages is over. So if you're someone that tunes into this content, I helped you out. I won you some money. Probably this game might be over before midnight. Yeah, it should be. It starts around 8 p.m. Eastern time. So you could even perhaps cash in on the free plays and then purchase it with that discount as long as you purchase it before the clock strikes 12. But it's all the same process, guys. It's profitable plays. It's all data. It's no feelings. It's finding the very best plays on these apps. So thanks for tuning in. Wishing you guys all the very best of luck on your NFL player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.